some wool, some thread in it, so I'm going to have to get my tweezers out and start pulling the thread out of it. Now then, well, the hair's been done. This is the day after the hairdo. Still not happy with it. Once I wash it, I'll probably wash it tomorrow and style it my way. I'll be a lot happier, but it's a little bit, still a little bit too bouncy for me. Oh, hang on. We'll start again. Yes, it's a lovely cut. She's done a lovely cut. It goes up at the back, but I just want to style it my way. I like to style it my way. The fringe is a little bit short and a little bit bouncy. Well, it's not short, it's bouncy, and I don't like bouncy fringes. Anyway, I've got a lot of thank yous first before I start doing anything. I've got a thank you for all those people throughout the year who have given me a coffee. I haven't mentioned who they are. I tend to think it's more between you and me, and I don't like to go and tell other people because I think it's I don't know, I just feel that you then might feel that you need to do it. So I always reply to them with a nice private message. And so I'd like to thank all of you, those of you who have given me a coffee. And every time I've been for a coffee, when he hasn't paid, I've paid for it. And it's been a donation. I've told him, this is a donation from so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. So yes, it's been very grateful. We're very grateful for those, because they are our mini cruises. We will never be on a cruise. We will probably never go abroad other than maybe to France. At least, you know, as far as we know, that's as far as we'll probably go. But for us, just going for a coffee is a little cruise. You never know how long you're going to be here for, so you just enjoy every little cruise. And then, as some of you may know, during December we had a post office strike. The postal workers were on strike all the time, quite often. I sent something to somebody in America on November the 28th, and by December the 28th she still hadn't received it, even though I paid extra to have it sent there within 5 days. I also sent something by special delivery last week. It's supposed to arrive the next day. I've just had word that it's being delivered today. So I paid all that extra money to make sure it got there the next day, and it hasn't. And this person sent this to me on the 29th of November. Shari sent me a Christmas card. Shari in Nova Scotia sent me a Christmas card. And it's got some lovely stamps on it. I'll show you the stamps. Look at that. Look at those lovely stamps. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that there? It's a bit too bright. There. Lovely stamps there. And it didn't arrive until the 29th or something. 29th of December. Which was a shame, because in it she included a lovely Christmas pendant. Now Shari sent me a lovely one last year, which was adorning on my tree, and because it arrived on the 29th, I put it onto the tree, so it got a couple of days. It got a few days. I think we've taken the tree down now, but it's got a few days on display, and I've taken a picture of what it was like, because I've gone and put everything away now. But this is the picture of what it was, and it's a lovely fabric star. She's made, it's one of those fold stars. I think you make it from a circle and then you fold it all in over a piece of cardboard, and it's absolutely beautiful. And so thank you very much, Shari. That was very kind of you. I've already shown you the lovely card I got from L'Oreal, where she'd stitched the front of it. That was in one of my Vlogmas ones, a lovely stitched one. And then when did we go and see His Lordship's mother the other day? I can't remember what it was. When did we go? Friday was the 6th of January, and a card arrived, a Christmas card arrived, and it was lovely. It was from Hazel in Spain, and Hazel had done this with her card. Don't know if you can see. It's a lovely threaded one, and basically there's a little hole there and the threads go around. Merry Christmas, and she's got Micheline, and she's got her own little stamp. Best wishes, Hazel. Now, I thought that was lovely, and the thing that I wrote, I messaged Hazel to thank her very much for it. But not only was it lovely because it was a Christmas card, but because it reminded me that when I was a young girl and I was short of cash, a young mother, I used to follow all these craft things, and I started making thread pictures where you get a piece of wood. My father used to cut the wood for me, and then I had these fine nails and I pinned the nails round in a circle or different shapes like that, and then I used thread to go around and do this kind of pattern on it. And then because people saw them, they all said, "Oh, can I buy one? Can I buy one?" So I was really pleased. It was kind of a little memory of, it gave me a memory of what happened when I was a young mother. And so I've told Hazel this is going to be framed. I'm going to frame this. So that's very kind of you. So Hazel and Shari and Lorianne, thank you very much for your lovely cards. And so I've been buying again. I've been buying and I've made 2 dresses. And well, I've been buying, no, let's start again. I've been buying from Pound Fabrics again because they had an offer on, and it's just come today, and it is for fabric. Well, for fabric, it's bound to be for fabric, but it's for jersey fabric that they had on offer. And if I can find the piece of paper, one's called Floral Vines and the other one's Purple and Beige Geometric Cotton Jersey. And I've just made 2 dresses. And I'm going to tell you about those in a minute, but the 2 dresses that I made turned out so beautiful. I thought, I've got to make more of these. I've got to make more of these. And because this fabric popped up, I thought these will go lovely with that thing, dress. So this is the Purple and Beige Geometric Cotton. Purple and Beige Geometric Cotton. And I can see that coming up. It's a jersey. It's a jersey, and I'm not sure if they still got it, but it's stretch jersey. It's lovely. It's a cotton jersey, really nice, and 3 meters for £6. I just thought that's almost giveaway. This is giveaway. I don't know how they make any money on it. And the other one was Floral Vines viscose jersey, and that's this one, a turquoise one. This is, I've just made a turquoise dress and it looks lovely, so I thought this was going to be nice, going to look lovely when I put it together. And the dress that I make just gets it out to 3 meters. So that was that. Oh, while I remember what I'm going to tell you about, I did a vlog about a cushion, about I did a vlog about a support cushion. And I've enjoyed using that on my chair in my room, in the sitting room. But then somebody said you should put it in your kit, you should use one in your sewing room. And I thought that's a good idea. So, but I never thought to bring it in here, and I haven't bought another one yet. But the other day when I decided to start sewing, I was sat here and my back really started to hurt. It really started to hurt, and I thought, oh, I really thought it was obviously because I haven't sewn for a while. And sitting in that position, I thought, oh, I'm not going to be able to, I'm going to have to take some painkillers or something, because it was really hurting. And then I suddenly thought, oh, somebody said, bring your cushion in. So I flew into there, and I mean I flew. I wasn't shuffling. I went straight in there, got the cushion, put it on here. And I've got it on here, the wedge as you see, so it lifts my back up a little bit. And no word of a lie, I'm not telling you this for any other reason. I sat down on it, and within seconds that pain in the back was gone, and I've kept it on here. I have not had any back pain since. So I am completely, really completely taken by this cushion. It's less of an issue on my chair in the sitting room, because my chair is one of those armchairs with the high wings, and which is quite funny actually, because I have a chair with high wings that I bought on eBay. and it was a cream one. I had to go down to an army base to pick it up, and apparently this person's parents had died and they were clearing the furniture out, and I bought this armchair and I didn't like the colour of it, so I recovered it, but I've since put it up in my bedroom. And another viewer said, did you cover that yourself? Yes, I did. First attempt. Not bad, not bad. I'm quite pleased with what I did. There are some issues that I know that on reflection I should have done it a different way, but it's a good armchair. But for some reason, I can't remember why, I decided to take it upstairs and put it in the bedroom. And I like it up there because sometimes I just like to sit up there when we've got, especially over Christmas, when we had a lot of family. Sometimes I just disappeared for 5 or 10 minutes just to sit down and read something, read a book, or to look at my phone or something, or just talk to somebody on the phone to get away from the noise. But I went across to my neighbour across the road about October, I think it was, and I was in her sitting room, and I said, in her kitchen, she has a kitchen diner, and I said, oh, I said, I do love that chair. And she said, oh, I'm selling it. No, she said, I said, oh, I do love your armchair. And she says, I'm selling it. And I said, what are you selling it for? She says, oh, she says, we've got these 2 things from IKEA. And she says, I've got that up on eBay, I'm going to sell it. And I said, well, how much do you want for it? And she said, £75. I said, I'll buy it off you. So I bought this armchair off her, and I just bought a cover for it. I bought a blue velvet cover to put on it. And it's really, really comfortable. She had bought 2 IKEA chairs, which we have exactly the same one in our conservatory, and it's one of these wooden ones. Those of you who know IKEA will know it's a wooden one that kind of the wood goes round like that, and it's like a rocking chair type thing. When you sit on it, you can just like bounce a little bit. Well, it's a lovely chair, but when you're older, it's hard to get out of. And she's a bigger lady, much bigger lady than I am. And I thought, well, I'm not going to say anything to her, because at the time I thought, well, they must have tested it out. She bought 2, one for him and one for her, and she says, we're getting rid of this chair, and these 2 chairs are going to go in their place, and we both like to sit and read. And she said, well, you know, we're going to sit on those. So anyway, a few weeks later, she came to my house, and I said, oh, I said, this is the best chair I've ever had. I said, I really like it. It's upright, nice. I can fall asleep. The wings you like because you can fall asleep on it when you've got something to rest your head on. And I said, I really love it. And she said, oh, I wish I'd never sold it to you. And I said, why? And she said, I hate those chairs. So I said, well, I did wonder, because I said, we've got the same one. And I said, whilst they're very comfortable, I said, they're hard to get out of when you get older. And she says, oh, she says, I won't sit in it just because I can't get out. So I said, well, I says, do you want your chair back? She said, no. She says, I've sold it. She says, I've sold it to you. She says, no, but she says, we've learnt our lessons. So, message to selves, when you get a replacement chair, get a sensible one for an old person, because those look trendy, but they're not very good for when you're sitting. So what have I been making? Well, the other day I tried on, I can't remember where it was, we were going somewhere, and I put a dress on, and I was looking in my wardrobe at all my dresses, and one popped out at me, and I thought, I want to wear that one. And I put it on, and it was the Donnell top and dress that I made that's like that. Come on. There. It was the Donnell top and dress. And the one that I've made is like that, but it's a lot longer. It's like that length. I had this oval ring in there, but it kept, I don't know, I just felt that was drawing your eye to that oval ring. So I put the dress on, and I thought, that's nice, but I'm not happy about the ring. So I took the ring off, and I sewed the fabric. Oh, here's the man with a plan.
Right, I sorted out. Hello.
Look at the scruffy hair. He hasn't brushed his hair today. Oh.
And
excuse me, he wants a word with me. now his lordship's gone. This Donnell dress, as I was telling you about, I took the buckle off, and just what I did was I threaded round where the two come together, and I thought it looked a lot better. And I'll put a picture up of me wearing it here. And I decided, let me pull this across. I decided that I liked it so much, I'm going to make a few dresses like that, because it reminds me, I like the way it crosses over. It's not a low cut. It doesn't, I have made, over the years, I've made those kind that cross over like that. And I spend all my time pulling them over, because with your boobs they tend to burst open, or putting a pin there to keep it closed. And the thing I liked about this Donnell dress is that it comes down in a nice position, and it won't come open. So that I do like. And I like the shape as a full circle skirt. I've got pockets in it. It kind of reminds me of the Vogue 8577 dress, which I like, but it doesn't have as much fuss and faff about it. So I liked it, and I thought, right, I'll make it out of this stash that I have. And the stash that I had is this one. This is the one that I had. Now this fabric I got cheap again, and can you see how I've twisted it round here? I've done a twist here rather than using the... buckle, and it looks lovely. The fabric I bought, I think it's something like Pound Fabrics or something like that, and it's got a lovely peach skin feel about it, very tiger effecty, but it's got writing on it. And when I first looked at it, I thought, oh, I don't know if I like that. Can you see it's got writing that's upside down one way, and it's actually the right way up another way. So and you know, I'm one of these. Do you remember my the one that the fabric that I have that has the faces upside down? And I thought it was quite nice. I like the colour, and I shall show you me wearing it. I'm really happy with that. It's a lovely long skirt. I have, because it's a long skirt, there's a piece, it doesn't do the full width. So what I tend to do is I have to put a little piece in the bottom there, a little triangle of fabric, and I'll show you how I do it. And because it's a pattern fabric, you can't tell when you're wearing it. Nobody can notice that you've got a piece on the end. So that's a touch of my jigsaw piece, just to make sure it would fit, just to make it hang the length that I wanted it to be. It's very long, I like it long, and I'm very happy with it. So that was the first make, and it turned out so nice I wanted to make a second one. And this was my second one. Now I've done a little piece to show you how I do this twist, for those of you who want to make it. 3/4 sleeves, pockets in the side, and it's lovely. The only thing I have is, the only slight problem, and it's not really a slight problem because once it's on it doesn't show, is because it's white fabric lined. You've got to be certain that when you first put it on that there's no white showing, but it rarely does. I've worn it a couple of times and it rarely shows. I love this. The same thing, I had to put a piece on the bottom. Where's that? Don't know if you can see. There's actually a piece there. The piece goes down there. It's a little seam there, can you see that there? And it's a piece on the inside, but you can't tell when it's being worn. When it's being worn there, I'll hold it up for you to see, you can't tell at all. So this is a lovely one. So I'm going to continue and make some more with that, and I've got plenty more fabric. I love this garment, this so much. I'm going to make a lot more, and I'm going to bore you with it because I just think it's a lovely flattering fabric, a lovely flattering pattern for my hourglass shape. so I shall be making a lot more. I will let you see what they turn out with, like as and when I make them. But it's a good, I want to use up a lot of my spare fabric. I've got some plain fabrics. I might do a couple of plain ones, see what they turn out like. And I'm quite, as I say, I do like this. I made this, and I know I'm what I would call an advanced sewer. I started this, now he went to rehearsals. I started this when he went to rehearsals. I cut it out. I was cutting it out when he went to rehearsals, and he went off at 12:30 on Sunday. And by 8 o'clock I had finished it. Cutting it out. I think I stopped in between. I can't remember, I stopped to do something, but by 8 o'clock I'd finished. So that was that one. And I'll put a little video up of me wearing both of them, and wearing all three of them, the original one and these two. I did make another one. When I think back, I did make another one because I liked it so much. The very first one that I made, I liked it so much that I wondered if it would work with ordinary fabric, with not jersey but ordinary fabric, and I think it did. I can't remember why. I don't think it's in my wardrobe now. I think I put it in the charity bag. I don't think there was any issue with the actual fabric, but I think now I've got this twist in it, I think it might look a lot better. So I might even try it again with some ordinary fabric, some viscose, to see if it works with that, because I've got some lovely viscose that I could make it up with. So watch this space. I will probably try, I'll make it up with an ordinary, a cheaper, I've got a very expensive poly viscose that I bought a long time ago, and I might try, but before I try that, I think I'll try a cheap one first, and then I'll do a dearer one if it works. I've cut a skirt, a half circle pattern out, and obviously I've run out of fabric there. So what I've done is I've taken a piece from here and I'm going to pin it along there, like this. So that when that comes back, I'll sew it on, and then all I've got to do is trim around there to match that. Bring the pattern back, like that, and that is going to go like this. And around there. So that my pattern will be like that when it's sewn together. And I'll do the same with this side. I now have two pieces there and there that I can add to my skirt, and once it's sewn on you won't notice it because it's right on the bottom. It's going to be on the bottom. I'll show you when it's finished. Right, so I have, this is the dress so far. The last part you do is sewing down the sides, and I've got the pockets in. I don't know if you can see that far. I've got the pockets set. Pockets are sewn in, but sewn to the side seam, and I've got the sides to do. So the way that they tell us to do is to not sew the front and the front to the back yet until you've sorted this bit out. Now what you would normally do is have your buckle, fit the buckle through there, and then fit the buckle through the other way, so that you've got the buckle in the middle, and then you would push that across to there, and you would pin it to the side seams. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to twist it round because I don't want to have a buckle in. I'm going to twist it round like that. So I've got to twist it, but because it's got a white back to this jersey, I've got to make sure that none of the white shows. And then I'm going to put that across to there. So if I pin that like that to there, and I do the same on there, pinned across there, it's going to fasten like that. It's going to go like that. This is not lying the way I want it to, this twist. So I'm going to take it off the sides and I'll retwist it in a minute. So I've taken it off, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to retwist it. I'm going to put the right over the left, twist it again, and then that, once I've got all the fabric the right way, that will lie like that, and that's much better. Can you see it's taken away the gap down here, taken away that gap. I've pulled it a bit tighter, and as I say, I need to keep the white away from the edge. That will be sorted, and that feels a lot better, and it's actually just lying underneath my bust there. Oops, get that the right way, like that. I'll twiddle with it a bit and get the white away, but that, I'm a lot happier with that. So then what else did I do? So this was, as I say, I'm stash busting. I just decided I'm going to make a load of clothes. This was some cheap fabric I bought. It's a jersey. It's got stars on it. I bought a metre of this and a metre of the other way around, where it's red on black, I think. Oh, it's a red background with black stars. That's what it was. This is the La Belladonna top pattern that I use, and as I say, it's one of my favourite go-to ones, and it's a good one for using. For me, for my size, I use a metre of the fabric, and I've got a lot of fabric in there that's just a metre in length, so I'm going to make quite a few of these up. I think I might as well. I was just looking at my wardrobe, and I just think time for a change, use up what you've got. So there's that one, and then lastly, before Christmas I said I wanted to use up some grey fabric that I have, and this was, I had actually bought this for his lordship. It's a grey fabric like this. It's a fleecy type of fabric there, fleecy. That's one side, and the other side is like that. And he didn't want anything made, so I thought, right, I'm going to make something like a top out of it. And the top that I wanted to make was a new look one, a new look pattern, and it was the his and hers new look, the new look 6142, and it was that one, or that one that I was going to do. So I cut the pattern out and started sewing it, and then I realised that I hadn't cut the centre front down the front. It was on the fold, and I still had the fold of fabric. And the fact that I had the fold of fabric, I thought, well, what? I then realised I hadn't got a zip, and I thought, why do I want to put a zip in if I've got a fold of fabric? So I decided not to put the zip in, and I made it into just a top like this with the sleeves, and it's with a hood, just an ordinary top. It's really nice. It's nice and baggy. hangs nicely on me, and I just did the hood like that. I didn't even put little ties in because I couldn't be well, I couldn't be bothered, but I thought, well, if I put ties in I'll never use them anyway. So I did that and I love it. But do you know the orange top that I have where I put fabric underneath? Well, I like this, but I just think it's a bit dowdy. So I've got just an ordinary cuff like that. So I was thinking about, you know, I bought this pink cuffing fabric. I figured I might put it on the inside, so the cuff is on the inside, so that when you put your hand in like that, you'll still get that there, but the cuff might be on the inside, so that it just shows a little bit of pink when you're wearing it. And I thought I might do something here to make it open up and stand out a bit more. I thought about that before Christmas. I haven't got round to doing it, but watch this space, because that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it so that, I mean, everybody has something like this, and I just wanted something where people would say, oh, hey, I like that, that's different. So that is what I'm planning to do.